Alright, we're playing Mario Sunshine. Elijah's never played Mario Sunshine before.
Welcome to the sun-drenched tropical paradise of Isle Delfino.
Oh yeah, this game is voice acting, by the way. I don't know if you knew that already.
That's great. A fully articulated Beyonce.
And Mario's horny for seafood.
Come relax and let us refresh your body and spirit.
Oh, look, it's a me! It's racist, Mario.
That shadow.
Mario's just dying. Hey, look, it's the guy that Nintendo killed off. They refused to bring back Toadsworth in another Mario game.
Did he come back in one of the Mario parties?
He's in Mario Party 7.
Oh.
Yep, Super Mario Sunshine! Oh yeah, I think you're gonna have to, delete a save file. I think if you just hit one of the save files, you can just, like, delete one of them. Yeah, so it's kind of funny because I'm using, the HD texture pack. And
So that's why Mario looks so weird.
well, that might be part of it, but it's funny because this technically looks better than 3D All-Stars.
Technically.
Because I'm playing it in 1080p with widescreen, and it's also 60 FPS. So you could be playing with a way worse version, honestly.
You can dash dance in Super Mario Sunshine.
I mean, hey, this game came out a year after Melee.
Oh, alright.
Oh yeah, that's right, this game uses fucking Mario 64 voice clips. I mean, there's not really much way you can make the cutscenes look better, because they're compressed to hell. Alright, time for one of the best lines in the whole game.
What happened? What's this icky paint like? It's moving.
No, boys, don't touch that stuff.
Yeah, the fucking toads. Man, I never realized how goddamn compressed these cutscenes actually are.
Excuse me.
I am most concerned with the well-being of the princess in this dreadful heat. Master Mario, if you would, cross over to that shore and find some assistance.
It looks like it's time for Mario to find a job. Pretty sure he says that in the Japanese version. I mean, you played a bit of Mario 64, right? But not
Yeah.
Sunshine.
Not Sunshine. Aren't the controls similar?
Yeah, I mean, they are pretty similar, but also keep in mind this game was kind of rushed, so it might be a little janky at times. I mean, I think at most this game probably had like a 2-year development cycle, because the GameCube came out 2001, and they were like, oh, we need to have a, you know, a launch game for this.
Take the water over there and clean the airstrip. Oh.
Oh yeah. You gotta get flooded real quick.
Power up complete. Thank you for purchasing this item from Gad Science Incorporated. Preparing to register customer information. Scanning and classifying subject data. Subject identified as Mario, resident of the Mushroom Kingdom. Data storage complete. I am Flood, a flash liquidizer ultra-dowsing device. I hope to be of assistance.
Yep, there he is.
Proceeding with user instruction. Use the R button to shoot water from my tank.
Press the button.
If you press the R button all the way down, you can stop and shoot. You can then use the control stick to aim in any direction. Press the X button to switch to the hover nozzle. You can then press the R button to hover in the air for a short time. If this tank is empty, no water can be sprayed. To refill tank, enter a body of water and press the R button. Instructions complete. Proceed.
Yep. So that's your funny voice tutorial.
Reminds me of Splatoon a little bit. Okay.
I feel like, yeah, that was probably a bit of the inspiration. Oh yeah, if you want, you can press Y to go in, to zoom in.
They should make a third-person shooter out of this.
Yeah, it's almost as if that's what Splatoon became.
Yeah, but like a Mario one.
A Mario third-person shooter?
A Mario. And the camera? Okay.
Mario Fortnite.
Mario.
One Nintendo, make it happen. Mario Fortnite. Or just Nintendo Fortnite. Oh, maybe that's why, maybe that's why Nintendo didn't want, like, any collaboration with Fortnite. Because they wanted to make their own Fortnite. Yeah, these guys are great. So yeah, those guys are called polluted piranhas, which is a very funny name. And I think the only other game they ever appeared in was like Mario Tennis for the GameCube. And that's about it. Oh yeah, you can you can spray people. Yeah, that is deadass just a Mario 64 voice clip. I never really noticed how many of those there are in this game.
Quite an unusual device. Is it some sort of pump?
I am Flood. Glad to meet you. Hey, someone's coming.
Oh yeah, and Mario gets arrested in this game.
Insert anti-piracy joke.
Yeah, for Mario Party DS we had this.
Court is now in session.
As you are no
Oh yeah, now they're going to court in the void.
senselessly defacing fair Isle Delfino using some paint-like substance. The accused is charged with polluting our beautiful home, and yes, endangering our very way of life. Indeed, how can one not be aware of what is going on? Though it is daytime in Delfino Plaza, our poor residents tremble beneath a veil of darkness. Expert shine scholars
It's like the opposite of global warming.
has arisen because all of our guardians, the Shine Sprites, have vanished from their gathering spot at the Shine Gate. The reason? It's quite obvious. This horrible graffiti is to blame. Behold this sketch of the perpetrator based on eyewitness descriptions. The truth is obvious. The guilty party sits among us. It is none other than Mario.
Objection!
Overruled. I judge the defendant.
He didn't even listen.
I hereby
Damn.
order to clean this entire island. Until Isle Delfino is completely free of his vile handiwork, Mario shall not be allowed to leave. Court adjourned.
See, now Mario has to do community service.
This appears to be quite a predicament, Mario. Data analysis verifies that the island's inhabitants are indeed troubled by pollution, but the pollution itself is not the main problem. Mario, you witnessed this object at the airstrip, correct? It is a shine sprite. Shine sprites are the source of power on Isle Delfino. They used to gather in great numbers at the Shine Gate, but the graffiti incident has polluted the island and most of the Shine sprites have fled. There is no longer any power to support the peaceful lifestyle of the islanders.
Very sad.
Pitiable. The only way to ensure the return of the Shine sprites is to keep the island from becoming any dirtier. The perpetrator is likely at work even as we speak. And you, Mario, are being treated as a criminal. Tomorrow we must do our best to resolve this situation.
Do you want to hear my explanation
Go
again?
straight that way. You can't miss the mesh now. Your first job's to get rid of all that ugliness. And remember, we'll be watching you, pal. We'll know if you start slacking off.
Yeah, the voice acting in this game is great.
Funny song.
Oh yeah, this fucking funny ass song. If I'm not mistaken, I don't know, quote me if I'm wrong, people watching, but I believe the Piantas are actually voiced by Charles Martinet, which is really funny.
These
Yeah,
camera controls are weird.
what's wrong with the controls?
I don't know, it just doesn't feel right. Oh, fuck.
Well, I mean, if you're talking about the fact that you have inverted camera, I don't think there's a way to change that. But that's just kind of something you get used to, though.
Eventually.
Yep, so, depending on how you look at it, the island's been covered with either chocolate pudding or poop. Depends how you want to look at it.
Chocolate and vanilla pudding. Or
Or...
forbidden mayonnaise.
Sure, we go with that.
Buddy, give her getting it, come on.
The toad got covered in poop. Oh yeah, you don't want to slide in the poop either, because that hurts you.
My god, I can't.
Well, that's what first person's for, or I guess third person. I don't really know what to call it, because you're not really changing perspectives, you're just kind of like zooming in a little bit.
Yeah. Alright. God.
Mario just proceeds to walk away from the incident. Oh yeah, you can go in the water to recharge and clean yourself off. I mean, honestly though, for a GameCube game, the amount of, like, effort they put into that is, you know, pretty cool. Like, it's like Mario gets progressively more dirty when he covers himself in, like, you know, the paint, or whatever the fuck you want to call it. Actually, I think it is paint, actually.
What else would it be?
I mean, I don't know. Ink? I mean, it's basically the same thing. Because Shadow Mario has a paintbrush.
Damn inverted controls.
Yeah, I didn't remember this game actually having inverted controls. But I don't know, I'm kind of weird that way. I actually kind of like inverted controls. For some reason, that feels more natural to me. Especially when I'm playing, like, flying games. It's like when I was playing Kirby the other day, there's like a hang glider section where you have to fly, and you press down to go up. And that just feels more natural to me. You've already taken 5 hits. Yeah, most of the cutscenes are kind of front-loaded.
Statue's head.
Oh yeah, it's a me, bitch!
She didn't run or anything. She just let it happen. That's the worst part about it.
She just stood there and took it. Oh no!
So this is just power washing simulator Mario.
I mean, yeah, that's one way to look at it. Except I think Power Washing Simulator came out way later. Wait, by the way, what controller are you using again?
Pro controller. Switch.
Oh. See, that's the kind of the unfortunate thing about the Pro Controller, is that it doesn't have pressure-sensitive buttons. So, there is a way you can, I mean, maybe I could set it up for you after you beat Shadow Mario. But there's a way you can spray water without standing still. Like, you can spray water while you're running. But the only way you can do that is with pressure-sensitive buttons, so I might have to set up a separate button for you or something. I don't know how, actually, I don't know how it would work on Dolphin, actually, because I know in the All-Stars version, they have 2 separate, like, inputs for it. Oh, no! Oh. I like Dolphin. Yeah, I don't know. I don't think there are any pressure-sensitive buttons on the Pro Controller. Unless there's a way I can maybe set it up so that a certain button presses, like, the trigger halfway or something. But I've actually never tried that.
What is it, like that a thing on the button itself? Like, you know how controllers have dead zones or something like that?
Oh.
I don't know how it works.
I don't know. Because, I mean, unless you want me to, you know, fuck around for 15 minutes trying to figure out how to put dead zone on a button.
Oh my god, bro. It should not be this hard.
It's only hard because of the lack of pressure-sensitive buttons. I mean, as a kid, I didn't understand what that meant. I gotta understand what pressure sensitive buttons even meant. So I was doing what you're doing right now, where I just like, I walk a bunch, and then I shoot him for a little bit, let him get away, and then I catch up to him. Ooh. Well, you'll get him eventually. He takes a bunch of hits. Oh, there you go.
Fuck you.
Hey, fuck you, Luigi. Oh, hey, if you want, you could also pick up fruit and carry it. That's another thing you can do. Alright, you got your first level of the game. I mean, the last time I played this game was back in 2020. So, I haven't seen this game in, like, almost 5 years now. Well, let's say 4.5 years. Because the 3D All-Stars came out in September of 2020. So we're looking at, you know, roughly 4.5 years. I mean, if I really wanted to, I could just get, like, you know, I could just dump my copy of 3D All-Stars and make you play that. But I don't think it would be nearly as good of an experience. There's just something more special about the original version of Sunshine. Oh yeah, here's the Goombas of this game. Those fucking hamburger fellows.
Okay, so it doesn't look like that. Alright.
Yeah.
Thought I could slide underneath it.
Oh yeah, there's Pokies. Oh wow, you get a fuck ton of money from that. Well, that is the way you're supposed to go, but there's another way you can get around it.
It's fine.
I don't know if you're gonna dare and try and 100% this game or not.
Absolutely not. I just want to beat it and be done with it.
Yeah, that's more of something for me to do. Which I already did, so don't really need to do
I'm
it
in your
again.
hands. I don't.
Well, it's more just the fact that this game is very time-consuming 100%. Because here's the biggest part where I say this is a rushed game. I'm pretty sure there's only, I want to say like 96 unique shine sprites in this game. The other 24 shine sprites you get just by trading in blue coins. So, there's not that many unique shine sprites in this game compared to Mario 64. And a lot of the secret shines are just like red coin missions. So with how many red coin missions there are, that only leaves so many unique, like actually unique levels to do. Well, unique missions, I guess I should say. It'd probably be easier if you just used the hover nozzle. Well, at least when you're trying to clear off the floor, it's easier.
Any coins around here? Is this like Galaxy where you pick up a coin?
There's some coins.
Okay. Yes.
It's funny to think that the first actually 60 FPS Mario, like 3D Mario game, is Galaxy, I think.
This isn't 60 FPS?
Well, no, it is, but I have to put on a mod to make it 60 FPS. Normally it's 30 on the GameCube. Hey, I might have to go get more coins. I saw some in the lake. If you want to go get those.
Oh, I see. Shit.
Yeah, well, we'll come back to that guy a little bit. Man, those are some nice looking coins. And they even have reflections too.
The blue one? How do I like go under the? Okay.
Oh yeah, that's right. It saves your progress every time you get a blue coin. I mean, you could just hit continue to make it easier. Yeah, I found it interesting that the blue coins use the Mario 64 design, where they have the star on them.
Ow.
But the regular coins are just, you know, they have the 1 on them. It makes me wonder if Nintendo initially even thought of the idea of having that, like, indent be a 1. And it wasn't until, like, Mario and Luigi when they started being like, alright, we're gonna put, like, 5s and 10s on these. Oh yeah, that guy can't die. But if you manage to jump on him, something funny happens.
What the hell? Okay.
Yeah, no clue why that happens, but it's very funny.
Insanely busted.
Well, it can be busted if you know what you're doing. Mario's not doing too good on health again.
I'm too lazy to get over there and deal with it. Okay, never mind.
Mario's not doing too good again. I'm surprised he didn't die from that.
What sucks is you have to stop moving just to jump.
Yeah, that is very weird.
Oh fuck.
I mean, eventually you're gonna run out of coins. Alright, here's Funny Plant Man. Love this goofy ass music. And you're dead.
Damn, it says you all the way back. Okay.
Yep. I think another reason why this game's kind of divisive is because of how challenging it is. It's like, I'm pretty sure it's the hardest 3D Mario game.
And it's the one I haven't played that's the hardest. Okay.
Yeah, pretty much. Well, wait, so that means you played Galaxy 1 and 2?
I've played Galaxy 1. I've played a little bit of Galaxy 2.
I mean, if you played Galaxy 1, you basically played Galaxy 2. They're basically the same game.
I guess.
And then 3D Land, 3D World, Odyssey.
Yeah, I'll put this.
Yeah, I've played all of them. The only one I haven't
100% at 3D Land.
Wow, even Special 8 Crown?
Yeah.
Well, I honestly couldn't be arsed to do that in my playthrough. I was like, yeah, no, I'm not gonna play through the whole game again with Luigi. The only Mario games I have not played on my channel are 3D World and Mario Odyssey.
We can do 3D World sometime.
I was thinking of doing. I was thinking of playing Bowser's Fury actually, because that is something I need to play. I've never played Bowser's Fury before, so I mean, yeah. If you want to be relegated to Bowser Jr. role, you could do that.
Sure.
And then
Maybe, I don't know, we'll see.
Odyssey, Odyssey I could just play on my actual Switch because I have a cart of it. I mean, what other Mario games have I not played on the channel? So I've played all the 2D Marios, I think. Oh wait, no, I haven't played New Super Mario Bros. 2 or U. 2 I could easily play.
You might as well just get the deluxe. If you're gonna get U. Because Luigi U is completely different from Mario U.
Well, do I have to go on about my spiel again about why I don't like U Deluxe?
Is it because it's 100 seconds? Is that why?
No.
You just suck?
No, the reason why I don't like New Super Mario Bros. U Deluxe is because of the fact that they ruined the 4-player.
How?
Because you can't have you can't have, you know, the iconic duo. You can't have Mario, Luigi, Blue Toad, and Yellow Toad.
You can have Blue and Yellow Toad.
I mean, until someone can prove me otherwise, I'm pretty sure you can't.
You can have Blue Toad.
Yeah, but you can't have both.
On the... What do you mean?
Because I'm pretty from what I remember, Blue and Yellow Toad are the same character slot. So you can only have one or the other, I'm pretty sure.
Oh, you can switch between them. I swear you can. I'm gonna pull up a video.
I don't know. Like, I might be just making this shit. Like, I might be complaining for nothing, but I could have sworn you can't have both.
New Super Mario Bros. Deluxe. I'm gonna just switch up four player.
That's not a bad way to look at it, actually. Can you have Mario, Luigi, Blue Toad, and Yellow Toad in New Super Mario Bros. U
with
Deluxe?
Blue Toad.
Yeah, with both of them. That's the longest ass search query. Is it even gonna show up? Okay, the first thing that pops up is, in U Deluxe, you cannot have Blue and Yellow Toad in the same multiplayer session. That's the first thing that pop up. Yeah, you can't have both. I'm getting...
That's so gay.
And that's why U Deluxe is shit. See, I knew I wasn't making that up. Two different sources say the same thing.
Mama.
How did I die?
You ran out of health.
Predicting Switch 2 with the odd ones out and Scott the Waz.
Also, I thought the game killed itself. That was weird.
Nathaniel Bandy just posting the most random videos at the most random time.
Oh my god, Nathaniel Bandy, he's making mid content again.
I mean, but it's Scott the Waz. The
Oh.
only problem is the odd ones out.
Oh. Hold on, let me see this. Oh yeah. The question is, are they going to be interesting predictions?
Like the only interesting ones would be Scott's.
A part of me just wants to have that playing in the background.
Let's do it.
You know what? Fuck it. Pause real quick. I'm gonna actually fucking pull up that video and play it in the background. We're gonna listen to this shit and see what kind of dumb crap they're saying.
And it's the first thing that pops.
It is?
Yeah. Predicting Switch 2 with all the ones out and Scott the Waz.
There it is. It's the third video. Alright, I just need to see how loud it is.
The Switch 2 Direct is mere days away, and today
Oh my god, YouTube's taking forever to load.
I'm predicting what's gonna be.
I'm gonna lower the quality because we don't need quality.
Days away, and today
Alright.
I'm predicting what's gonna be in the Direct.
I got
with the
a
odd
10
ones
minutes.
out and Scott the Wise. Guys, let's talk about the Nintendo Switch 2.
Alright, you
Let's
can continue.
Let's do it. We have a Direct mere days away. I actually don't know when this is probably gonna go up, like a few days before, but yeah, we're gonna talk about the Switch 2. What's the hardware gonna be like? What
You're
video
gonna
games are
finish
gonna actually
turn your
release this year?
volume.
I guess first though, price.
Yeah.
So price has been talked about, quite a bit. I mean, I'm kind of feeling
Alright,
400.
you wanna
but I
unpause
would
What
your
about
game?
Jesus Christ?
It doesn't have cost
Oh.
like $500.
You think it's gonna be half a grand?
Maybe. I mean, 'cause,
You wanna, like,
how
mute the
much
game
PS5
audio or just
give
keep it?
away 500, 700
Is there a way to mute the
so
music?
It's possible.
How much was the Switch 1? I forget. I feel
Let
like
me
the Switch 1
see.
was only like $250.
Maybe I have a cheat
I
code
think
for
it was
that.
300. And then the OLED is
Mute game.
You gotta include inflation.
Just
that's
do
right.
that.
Yeah, that's true.
Alright, sure, you can unmute.
400 is the sweet spot because the Switch 1 is already the same
I
price.
mean, it depends
as,
if you
let's
want
say,
the game
Xbox
audio or not.
Series S.
No, it's fine.
And
Alright.
I feel like this will probably be in
Reminds me of those
line with
TikTok
that
videos
because of,
where it's
like,
just
power
Subway
and all
Surfers
that.
gameplay in the background.
So, putting that in
Oh yeah, you know what?
Just a
Sure.
random guy talking.
We're gonna have Nathaniel Bandy's audio in the background.
That is kind of pushing it because then
Nah,
that's
because
around
there's
the
been
same
some
price
like
as
Mario
the
Kart
PS5.
Wii ones popping up.
So I think
Really now?
400
Yeah, like there was a
I
video
think
about like
they
a guy
just
talking about
continue, like,
divorce,
the
and it was like
Switch
Funky
OLED
Kong on
model and all
Ninja
that,
Circuit in the background.
just to
He's
kind of
talking about
make it more
divorce while he's funkying it up.
between like price points if they keep the Switch 1 around.
That sounds really fucking
Wait,
funny.
can I get up
guess they
there?
could drop the price.
You
I think the
can.
OLED is still 350, so they could drop it to like
Tree fitty.
300 or something.
They could. I don't.
Oh, well, now you have a chance
in
at
this,
it.
in this economy.
They probably won't. Yeah.
I mean, you can use the hover nozzle to get up there, or not, or you can just do that.
Tariff stuff, the console
What
might
is
end up
it?
costing 500,
Alright,
but I really
so
think that would hurt their.
You
bottom
want
line
to
pretty
if
bad.
any of those M's,
So,
you want to
like,
get
if
rid of them
anything,
because they give blue
might have
coins.
Really expensive controllers this generation, like.
Not that
like
really
a
matters
$100
because you
controller
probably aren't
or
gonna get all the
something.
blue coins anyway.
Hopefully not. I mean, I guess it's possible. but-
Actually,
Speaking
yeah.
of
What am I saying? Of
hardware,
course you're not getting
do you
all the blue
think
coins
Joy-Con
because you don't know
is
where all of
gonna
them
be a
are.
thing, or do you think there's going to be some new problem that, like, maybe like the buttons will be like being?
Do you
pressed
not
and
like the
you'll get
the odd
those
ones out or
pushers?
something?
Yeah.
Yeah. Hopefully not.
I mean,
hope they-
like
I
I
hope they
do
solve
and I
the
don't.
Joy-Con. Was there ever a resolve to that?
I-
feel there was
Like
some
his
lawsuit
content
about
has just been getting
Joy-Con drift,
worse.
And then I'd never.
I
saw
mean, my
anything else
brother
about it.
watched him
Yeah, there was a
when we
there was
were
a class
kids.
action lawsuit
Yeah, like I
don't
would
think it
like binge
went
watch all his
anywhere
videos when I was a kid.
As far as
Yeah,
anywhere,
so
but
like,
But now it's
I'm pretty
sure,
just-
with
sure
the
as a kid
newer,
it's fine, but like now it's
Joy-Cons,
just
they
like,
added something
don't really
in
care.
between, like the
Yeah.
like something inside the Joy-Con so it doesn't drift as often. But like I don't know about you,
Something
pretty much all my
inside the
Joy-Cons
Joy-Cons so
except,
it
like, the
doesn't
Switch 2, and I have, like,
stuck
9
inside the
of
ground.
those.
Isn't there,
Holy
isn't there like
shit.
some makeshift thing you can do? Like you put a piece of tape.
I don't
or
think,
something on the circuit
Oh,
board?
I don't think that actually has any effect. Oh.
Yeah, there's
Oh,
something
no.
like that.
Oh, well, you fell into the blue void of death.
For the
First of
Switch 2.
those.
They're gonna add cardboard to the Switch 2 Joy-Con.
Believe me, that happens a
Yeah,
lot in
you
this
just include
game.
all that
You could
stuff
just
on
fall
there.
into the
Include a piece of
void and
tape
die.
and a screwdriver for you to do it yourself.
Yeah, because
Well,
inevitably
in the
after 6
trailer-
months,
Yep.
it'll break.
In the trailer, they do that little quirky little animation where the
Little
thing
quirky
sticks
little
around,
animation.
you know, and people have implied they're like, oh, they're talking.
We have
to
not
me.
been a single
They're
level
saying
yet.
There's gonna be no drift. I think they were just being silly. They're like, let's just move all these things around.
Yeah, you're being
Have some
silly,
fun.
Nathaniel Bandy.
Yeah, although speaking of the trailer, I mean, they did do the mouse.
Something
slide
inside the
thing,
Joy-Con
which
so it
there
doesn't
has been
drift? How is
patches
that-
coming out for that.
How-
And,
what would
I
that-
think honestly, it's kind of ingenious if it is actually.
I don't know,
mouse
use
slide.
like,
I feel
what is
like
it called,
if
like
they're gonna actually
mercury
do that, they need
or
to have some
something?
sort of
You know,
grip,
put mercury in the
because if you
controllers.
take a Joy-Con right now, you know, you can't hold
A
it
lot of
like
old
mouse.
controllers used to do that, and they
That's
work
okay,
perfectly
no
fine.
worries. You can pretend.
You know, you have a problem when like your old
Quickly,
fucking
quickly
old
get
ass
your
hardware
Joy-Con.
works better
I
than
mean,
your new
that's close
hardware.
enough, right?
It's
Pencil
like,
sharpener.
do I
I
see
mean,
the
yeah, take
frickin'
your pencil
nunchucks on the
sharpener, your
Wiimote
Joy-Con,
drift?
whatever it
No.
is, hold it like
No.
a mouse, and you realize, wait
Didn't
a minute,
think
this actually
so.
kind of works.
So
But
come on, Nintendo.
I think it would get really uncomfortable after like an hour or two, just
I
because.
think it would get really uncomfortable.
What games would they have that is just like for a mouse? Because there's no keyboard, right? So I guess
Yeah.
they'd have FPSs that you just like click. And you push
Keyboard?
the button.
Why would
Keyboard.
Nintendo have
That
a
actually sounds like an
keyboard for
amazing
their...
idea. Why I should've made that one of my predictions.
Wait,
Yeah,
can't
I
you
mean,
connect
I
a
guess-
keyboard
yeah,
to
you
the
get dual
Switch dock and
mics.
play that
You
way?
can log dual
I mean, there's the GameCube with a
Who
keyboard.
knows what you
There's
can do with
that. If you want to count that.
Dual mode, or you can
Imagine
even
Melee
just,
with a damn
like,
keyboard.
hold
You
on,
can technically
just
play
hold
Melee
one,
with the
like a
keyboard,
mouse,
the
and
game,
other,
the
like,
keyboard
normal
GameCube
controller,
controller.
and that also works.
Pretty
But,
sick.
but I don't think any of the keys
You know,
actually
Call
do
of
anything.
Duty and Halo and stuff on the Switch too.
Halo on the
Can I-
Switch.
Can I show you guys?
Yeah,
my
never.
predictions, just for like the hardware.
The only thing I
of the
care
Switch
about
2.
is the
Yes,
processing
what do
power
you
for the
got?
Switch.
It's
I don't want it to
it's
be
a little bit out there.
a waste.
Okay,
Because
right?
just
I
look at
want you
Mortal
to, like,
Kombat 1.
Before you make
The
any
what controller?
judgments, just like really just
The
sit with it,
specs on the
imagine
Switch
with it,
2.
Oh, the
and
specs.
See how it makes you feel.
Yeah.
I think it's about time.
Like, just look at
we
Mortal
get a
Kombat
Nintendo
1 compared
DS
to
Lite
every other console that has it.
compatibility with the Switch 2.
Yeah.
Some of the fatalities
So
wouldn't
you put
even
in your
load. The
DS
characters
Lite
were low
games
quality.
in the Switch 2, and then you'll
It
have
was
a
bad.
DS like
It's like
projected onto the
it's like
screen,
getting the
and then you can use
PS2
your
version of a
stylus from the DS
PS3
that you
game.
already have,
Exactly.
And then you can use the buttons with your stylus.
Not
So-
Come on.
so-
Buttons with your
As
stylus.
Someone that owns a bunch of DS games.
Open your
that would
mouse.
Be amazing.
What are the chances
Phrasing.
of this probably happening?
I'm gonna say probably 0.
Probably 0.
Okay.
Probably 0.
You almost got him.
Maybe 1.
Unless they come out
Alright,
with like
got
an
'em.
adapter. Like
Nice.
here's a USB-C to Nintendo DS adapter, and then you just put in your DS card.
People are gonna fucking like be like, why are you playing Nathaniel Bandy in the
Yes,
background?
firstly, in your predictions,
Anybody who
yes,
comes to the
also
stream
be,
randomly, they're gonna be like, why is there
like,
Nathaniel
like
Bandy?
on the right-hand
Wait, that's it?
side.
Yeah, that's the whole
I
level.
like that.
Why did
I
it
like
take
that.
me
Oh, and the
20 minutes?
It's DS.
I don't know,
Lite.
but hey, you're done. At least you're getting better at the game. And Mario's dirty.
That's
Okay.
fair.
He's
Fair
covered in
enough, that makes
poop.
Well,
sense.
do you have
It's
the
chocolate
slot
ice-
to do the Guitar Hero?
Chocolate ice cream.
Well, you need the Game Boy Advance.
Chocolate and caramel.
Oh, you would, wouldn't
Yeah.
you? Oh,
Yep.
I didn't think about that.
Or
But you
caramelized
can't play-
chocolate.
No, the way we got to do this is you can't play Game Boy Advance games on it. It's literally just for the Guitar Hero.
Why are they talking about Guitar Hero now?
So
games.
it's a DS Lite slot and then a Guitar Hero like slot.
The fuck?
James, I like,
DS Lite
I
slot and a
like- I
Guitar
like
Hero
your
slot. What are
idea
we...
that
The
Game
fuck?
Boy
This isn't about the
Advance-
Switch
doesn't
2
know what
now.
he's talking
They do
about.
Some funky thing where like
Some funky
the
thing.
slot for the DS games is also the same slot that's used to project
PlayStation
I mean, to put the Switch 2 in the
What the
dock.
fuck am I
So
listening
it
Yes.
would be potentially they're reusing this old ass DS game slot
Oh,
as like an
there you go.
HDMI pass through. I don't know.
Yeah,
But
Hey,
No,
you never know.
I get what you're. Yeah, you're.
Someone ruined
you're
my
thinking
wall.
like a business person.
Donald Trump 2025.
I'm thinking.
Alright, so I beat the level. What now?
I think.
You do the next mission.
Have you guys seen?
Do I go on
these
the same thing,
quirky
or-
little
Yeah,
guys
because you only have one
that
world.
think
Actually,
with
there's only
this
7 worlds in this
USB-C
game.
port at the top. You insert.
Oh.
You put a whole new screen on top of the.
And you know,
Switch
down with PD
There's
Piranha.
2 screens
Oh shoot,
now.
they're episodes.
Full
So this is
2
just like one
screens.
big TV show.
Be like a giant
There's 8
Nintendo DS.
episodes per
Be a
world.
$200 attachment.
Compare that to Mario 64 6 episodes.
It'd be kind of neat, but.
So Bianco
I don't think
Hills
they're
is
gonna do
the
that.
first season. Got it.
Basically, yeah. And the
It
next
just reminded me
season,
of this
you will
toy
probably
that
see
was,
after
like,
like
in the
3 or
early
4
2000s.
shine
It was
sprites.
this little like cube, and it had a little stick man on the cube.
Give me a filler
And then
episode.
if you got 2 cubes and you put them next to each
That would
other,
probably be
then
something
all of a
like the
sudden
100
two
coin
systems
mission.
would interact.
Yeah.
I have no idea remember that.
Cube stick figure toy.
So I'm,
Why are they talking about
I'm
stick
thinking
figures
Switch
now?
2,
I don't
same
know.
concept. You just take 2 Switch 2s, put them next to each other. Now you got a giant DS.
I didn't even think
Give me
about
$1 million.
that. You can just connect. You can just like connect like
Give me
any
$1 million.
Switch 2s, like over and over again.
And if this doesn't happen, then I'm gonna want my money back.
They kind of, I guess they could kind of do that. They sort of did this, and this is really stretching things. I looked it up. It's Cube World, but
Okay.
like there is a mode in Super Mario Party, the first one.
I hear the shit echoing.
switches next to each other, and then you stroke your finger across both of them, and
You
it
what?
connects both of them, so then you can
Excuse
kind
me,
of do
Scott?
this Cube World thing, where it's like, whatever, like this switch interacts with this switch, it creates like one big screen or something. I get. They've
Why is
done
this
stuff
Super
like this
Mario Party
before.
menu music playing?
I think it
Yeah,
would
what the
be kind of
fuck?
cute if they would do like a 2-screen attachment, but I think that USB-C
A dual
port on
screen
the top
attachment
is
for that
literally
Switch.
just for
That sounds
charging.
so
They're literally like.
Honestly, that kind of sounds cool.
Like, I don't think they're. I don't think
Yeah, but they
got
probably
any
executed
master
horribly.
plans with that.
Alright.
Yeah.
Yeah, probably not. I mean,
But
it
there
would
was
be-
there was
it
a
would be
patent.
cool, though.
I think there was a patent. There was a patent that like there's like a
There
phone
was a
attachment
patent.
for this one or something. It's
A
like
phone attachment.
you know like the game controllers where you can
Why
like
is your
snap
friend?
on
He's
your
back.
phone or something on the top. I think there's like a patent Nintendo filed, like you can.
Gotta love
like,
Nintendo
there's, like a
patents.
second screen attachment for the top, so that's
Ow.
why I think a lot of people were going off on this whole second screen idea. I guess.
I just came up
Bro,
with
the
that
Switch is not gonna have
yesterday,
2 screens. I don't know what the
Yeah,
fuck these
you
jokers
gotta
are on
get
about.
into the patent office. But I think DS games could work on Switch. I mean, you could make them work on Switch 1. I think the best way to do it would be like you flip the screen around. You put
At
it
least
in, like,
at least
the-
DS games
Flip
worked
the
on the
screen
Wii U.
around.
I honestly
Yeah.
wouldn't be surprised if that's
They're
added
just
to
trying to make
Switch
another
Online,
Wii U
like for
sword.
Switch 2
Because the Wii U
exclusively.
did the same
And also,
thing.
like,
Yeah, 'cause they had
Switch
Virtual
Online, I think,
Console.
is definitely gonna happen at some point. Like I know we are getting a lot of GameCube remakes, but if Nintendo wants to really help sell the Switch
Yeah,
2,
or you could just play them on
put
Dolphin,
Smash
like
Bros.
we are
put
right
Double
now.
Dash,
Yep.
just put
Double
like,
Dash, that game we
games
just beat?
on the Switch 2 online. Make them so you can actually
We still
play
gotta do
online.
time
That would
trials.
that'd
Oh
be
yeah.
Forgot.
Like, are there any other like general hardware predictions that we have?
Ooh, this
I
is
guess
the
only
exciting
thing
part.
I'd want to bring up is a lot of people are talking about how Switch 1 games, when played on the Switch 2, is going to have like some visual increase or like frame rate increase, whatever.
Yes, please.
Which it probably is going to happen. But are these going to be free or paid upgrades?
No.
Oh,
Because
God, no,
in
don't-
the
don't even
past,
fucking
Nintendo's
suggest it.
They've done a kind of a similar concept, I guess, with the Wii U Virtual Console. If you wanted to play games from the Wii Virtual Console,
Bro, why would I
on
want
the
to pay
Wii U, you
10
had
bucks to
pay,
play
like,
like
$1
Smash
or
Bros
$2
Ultimate in
or whatever.
4K?
So if you want
When
to
I can
play
already
Breath of the
do that
Wild at,
on
like 4K,
fucking
60
Yuzu.
frames a second or whatever the frame rate's going to be, will we have to pay like $5 for that, or is it just going to natively run better?
Hey, $5 for a better
Well, they
frame rate.
kinda
That sounds
do
like some shit
something like
EA
that
would do.
with, like,
Yeah,
PS5,
exactly.
Where like most games, I think at least
Well, they're
like,
gonna include that with the
they'll
online
load
subscription?
faster on
The
PS5
expansion
than
pack?
Yeah, you know what? Make it. Yeah, make it the
Exactly.
Nintendo fucking being fucking
And-
greedy and
and,
making
like,
that
some of them
expansion
have,
pack.
like,
It's like, oh, for
patches
$50 a
that are,
month,
like,
you can
free
get
updates, but
increased
then some
frame
of them
rate,
are, like,
better
$10
load
fee.
times.
Yeah.
Especially if like
Yup.
they also release like,
Better
a
internet
standalone
server on
PS5
Better
master,
internet for
like, an
$50 a
old
month.
game or something. I feel like they're probably gonna do something similar.
And to be honest, they should have
I think
already
there was
done that to begin
there
with.
was a report that like when Nintendo was showing off the Switch.
Oh shit, I'm running out of water. Hold on.
developers,
Running out of
they were
water.
Using Breath of the Wild in like 4K.
Swan
as, like,
dive. Oh
as an example.
Water.
And I'm like,
Hold on.
Well, you want, you can use your friend.
That sounds so boring to me. You
gotta give him a name.
I just played.
Well, his actual
Tears of the
name is
Kingdom and all
like
that,
Skeeter,
like, a
I
year or two
think.
ago. Like I'm just like, so now I'm gonna
Skeezus?
go back to
Skeeter.
Breath of the Wild, and they're gonna if they're gonna
Ow.
charge like 60,
Yeah,
$70
Skeetus
for
works,
this,
I guess.
I'm like, okay, buddy, like this
But
might be kind of.
4K.
I'm kind of like, okay, I guess it'll look better.
I mean,
think you have to
look
stun
better.
him first.
It's a boring thing for them to do.
Oh.
I agree.
So I
Yeah,
don't
it
know. It would be pretty sick if there was a free update, but I think they're
I
gonna
hope
charge
A free
for it in some
update.
way.
A free
Yeah,
update.
I mean they probably will. Hopefully it's not a lot.
Oh, hey, there's another
No,
one.
there's two of
I've
them.
got a lot of- I don't want to have to spend
What the
like
fuck?
hundreds of dollars.
You
to
might
update all
be
my Switch
dead.
games
I'm so
on
done.
Switch 2.
Well, you have the choice. You could play them
Yeah.
in dirty old 720p,
I could.
or
Dirty.
you could upgrade and
720p Loki isn't that bad. The
Time of
Wii is
your life.
480.
you know, I think
Yeah.
it'll definitely be really cool. At the very least, seeing like
PS3 games
a
still
frame
look
rate
nice to this
bump
day.
For a lot of these games, I think would be huge. I think it would make a massive difference.
So many of the Zelda games run really bad. Like, did either of you play Age of Calamity? It was that
We
weird.
played Arceus, which that
That game
was
doesn't run great either.
You're saying Arceus was
Yeah,
bad?
Scarlet and Violet too. Yeah, like those games really could use.
Well,
it-
Scarlet
at
and
the
Violet, that's
very
a different
least, just,
story.
you know, smooth
Yeah.
frame rates. No more of this like let's run 10 frames to like 20, and then let's just have glitches everywhere. Like
It's just
Yeah, glitches everywhere. Let's go.
2D Zelda game, Echoes of Wisdom, that has the same frame rate problems as the last 2D Zelda game, Link's Awakening.
Oh, and
I'm
you
like,
stood in
we're
the poop for too
2024
long.
now. This is a 2D Zelda game. What is
Yeah.
going on here?
Forgot to mention
Not
that's a
first
thing that can
Bubble Skull,
happen.
It's 2025. Actually, it's March of
What?
2025.
Man, well, the game released in.
Oh, I keep forgetting you have the
Oh,
white
that's
screen
fine.
on.
wrote-
Yeah, I don't know what the hell's happening on the
You know,
sides there.
Yeah, I got no excuse for that. Okay, never mind.
Can I show you a game that I think has a really strong possibility of coming out on the Switch 2?
let's see it.
Okay, so I mocked this up. It's really quick, so don't it's not nothing too crazy, but I have a strong idea, strong feeling. Mario Kart 9.
Deluxe.
No way.
Mario Kart Deluxe.
No
Mario Kart,
way.
the better
Deluxe.
version of Mario Kart 9 Deluxe. I would like, yeah.
Mario
it'd be
Kart
sick
9
if they,
Deluxe. Why would they make a deluxe
they
game
just-
for something that hasn't even came out?
They just went for that instead of Mario Kart.
I think that's the
They-
joke.
They skipped 9, so I think we're going to get on top of that Mario Kart game. What was it? Mario Kart X.
Yeah,
There's
something
also
like
going to be
that.
a Mario
Mario
9.
Kart X.
So they're going to
Okay.
go back and make a 9.
Doesn't that already exist?
Is this game gonna have new funk
It
in
might
it?
be a fan game.
Yes.
Okay.
What is?
No, there was some, like,
what you just play as
Unreleased,
Funky Kong is
like
the only
Mario Kart. I
character?
think it
should've
went by
put
that name. I
Oh,
forgot.
Mario
Yeah, he's the only
XXL.
character, Yeah.
Oh yeah, X
I think it'd be
XXL.
cool if they titled
Yeah.
this
That's
one
the
a
most
random
stupid
number,
name.
Like,
Yeah, it's pretty dumb.
like,
Oh, by the
Holy
way,
Mario
you
Kart
can just
I
go
think
through that
here's the thing,
door
like,
over to
do
the
you
right.
remember they announced like Mario Kart 7,
Oh,
and
You don't have to go
I
through the
think-
windmill
I-
every
Announced
time.
they
Mario
announced that
Kart
game, I was
7?
just
What?
like, what? There's 7 of them? Like, I'm just like, you never numbered these
counting?
things until
Yeah.
this day. Until this very day.
Exactly.
Count these things. But, you know, if you want to count, there's all those arcade games. There's Mario Kart Tour now. There's Mario Kart Live Home Circuit. So technically, we're probably up to like Mario Kart 14. So I feel like it'd be pretty cool if they just started numbering it correctly at this point. They're like, no, all these.
It'd be like Final Fantasy VII.
Go from Mario Kart 8 Deluxe to Mario Kart 15.
Well, there's also Mario Kart 64, so that implies that there's
What?
like 63 other Mario Karts.
We're
right?
still missing
Yeah.
a lot of them. We have a
We're
long
missing
ways
a
to
lot. Oh,
go.
yeah, that's so
to
dumb.
64. Yeah.
Yeah, so it doesn't make sense. It's just like, yeah, well, they did technically number the Mario Karts before this point.
You know, at this point, we'll get back to 64 in like 600 years because they take like 10 years to make new Mario Kart games now.
Yeah, man, this new Mario Kart.
That'd be funny if they ever did get up to actually Mario Kart
I
64.
feel like
Yeah.
Ow.
they're probably building it out to be like, yeah, this is gonna be.
This is the
Oh, James, I
main
like
one.
the 2 you added. The Switch
Yeah.
logo.
Well,
Yeah.
It's a nice
speaking
touch.
of just adding a 9 to the end of a game, like that wasn't
A
really a serious
9.
prediction. This is more of we're just putting a 9 at the end of a game. This is more of a serious prediction right here. Okay, here's something that I think has a strong chance of coming to the Switch 2. It's called Tetris 999. I mocked up an idea. It's pretty self-explanatory. You and 998 other players all
This is
battling
the
it out.
stupidest
I can't think of
prediction
any
I've
other video
ever
game
heard.
That makes you fight 998
What?
other players at the same time.
Tetris
The Ultimate Battle
999.
Royale. And it would also end in probably 2 seconds. You just see like the gray blocks just immediately pile up.
And you're, oh, I got 800th place.
Getting
oh
first
man, I'm
place
almost
would
there.
be-
I'm so close.
You should get like a prize, like a literal cash prize if you get
Right,
first
yeah.
place. Honestly,
A
That's
cash
pretty
prize.
That's the only
Winning
way if they would
Tetris
ever,
1000.
Like, end Tetris 99, they're like, oh, we're going out on a bang. This final day.
When do they
we're
lose
doing
money
1,000 people
doing
in
that?
rooms.
Does
Maybe.
anyone have any other game prediction? Or actually,
They'd have to put advertisements in the game.
Well, I have some
make
other,
it
like,
worth
Mario
it.
stuff. So I think it's
Alright.
it's
Or
pretty
what they
clear
could
we're
do
Probably going to see
is they could use that
3D
money.
Mario finally after all this time.
Like if they
Odyssey
gave
2
you
question?
Use that money to get better
I don't
Wi-Fi
think so.
services.
I think it's
Better-
gonna be
No.
something
Yeah,
totally
just
different. I think
just
it's
buy the
gonna be
expansion pack or something, so
exactly
it still
like
benefits
Bowser's
them.
Fury, but instead of just
Yeah,
one
that would
world,
actually
it's
be
gonna
better.
Like 5 or 6 worlds where it's very open-ended.
Or, like,
You
play
kinda
points
just,
or
like,
something. I don't know if they
collect
still do
stars or
that.
shines, whatever they're gonna be, in
No,
whatever
they're
order you
canceling
want. And I
those,
think
remember?
every world is gonna have
Why?
its own unique
And
power
Nintendo's
system.
stupid.
So like maybe the first world you can
No
use
more
fire
gold
flowers,
points, they said.
Tanuki tail, you know, the really basic stuff. But then the second world,
Aw.
you can use the flight path
It-
from
it's-
Mario Sunshine. And in the third world, you can use Cappy. And then the fourth world, it could be, you know, whatever it may be. I think that's
You can use
probably how
Cappy.
it's going to look or how it's going to work.
Is there going to be some second player Bowser Jr. flying around you? It doesn't have to be. It could be like Lumen or I don't know.
It's just Luigi.
Navi from.
It's just Luigi.
That'd be cool. I mean, they have co-op for like Mario 3D
What
World
the
now.
hell?
Oh, I
Hold
forgot.
on.
And,
I forgot.
I mean,
I don't remember why this
it
guy
kinda
is
worked,
here.
I guess, just because the levels were more linearly built. But yeah, it would be kind of
Oh, I
interesting
can't
to
get up
pull
there.
up in a 3D Mario.
Oh yeah, I don't remember how to get to this guy.
where two people
Oh, you can
Ow.
use your friend.
basically, you know, the main character. So
I guess I could.
But,
Hold on.
why not Odyssey 2? What if
Wait,
it's
he's
just
stunned
all
already.
of that, but they call it Odyssey 2, and they like go to a
Yeah.
different.
Yeah.
galaxy?
Oh shit.
I mean, maybe. I just feel like so much time
Oh,
there
has
we go.
already
Let's see what he
passed.
has to
I think
say.
it's gonna
I don't
be
remember what this guy
something brand new
says.
entirely.
I feel like it'd probably be smart for them to do something unique because like,
Wow.
I
I
would,
want to
like,
be on this
I really
point.
wanted like an Odyssey 2 and like whatever like.
There's got to be
couple
some sort of
years
like
after
glitch
Odyssey
in there.
1.
That's
never
actually
happened.
actually
Yeah.
has something to do with
Yeah, I think
another
that's why, like, I
level
didn't
or another
really,
episode in this
replay
world.
Odyssey much because I was always like, well, they'll
So you will go
probably
behind there
sequel, like,
eventually.
sometime soon, and it just never happened.
Yeah.
And I think like to just kind of like.
But for now,
make
he's
Switch
just
2
dancing.
potentially, like more of its own flavor, especially
him
with this
go.
new Mario Kart. You know, like they have like this newer art style they're trying out with Mario that you know is a lot more expressive and everything. I feel like it is gonna be like Bowser's Fury, but you know that game was like
Yeah, I was just talking
surrounded
about
by
that
water
game.
and everything, and you know like it's and like it also like
You can also
it's
use the
in
hover
frame rate
nozzle on those
sometimes, you know, it's a
guys.
smaller game. I think it's gonna be like.
I'd argue
really
that makes it a
leveraging
little
the power of the
easier,
Switch
but I don't
2,
know.
And you know, it's just gonna be like this full-blown open world kind of Mario game.
What about?
Oh yeah.
What about
does, in fact, make it
Super
easier.
Odyssey? We haven't had
That
we
is
haven't had a
nice.
super. in a while.
Super Odyssey. What are we doing?
There's a different term that is something new.
Well, okay, what if
Wait,
something
or
that
just
they
putting
probably do.
new Super Odyssey.
and the
Oh,
funky-
God.
Can't forget about
We
funky.
should, you might as well
And
just
the
change the
funky-
title now. Just
Actually,
two
something
people
that would
reacting
be
to dumb
shocking,
predictions with
I
Mario.
could almost
Mario
say
Sunshine in the back.
is A sequel to Mario Galaxy, Galaxy 3, except
Galaxy
it's
3?
open world this time, and basically you can just travel
No.
to any planet whenever you want. You're not going to.
People have wanted that for God knows how long.
That would be.
Well,
I'm
15
getting
years
some-
now.
I doubt it'll
That'd be
happen.
good. That'd be good.
That'd be cool.
I mean, like it would be really cool. I mean, a Galaxy 3 is always kind of like.
If you
they could
if you use
always go
the
back
spraying
to that
nozzle when you're on a
idea,
lily
really,
pad, you can
and
actually
stopping
travel.
them from doing that, other than you know their want or desire to do so. I feel like that would be really awesome to see like halfway through the Switch's life. You know, like we get like a brand new original.
If I know it's probably gonna be an
Mario game,
episode
new idea pretty
just
much for,
completely
like, around
based
the
on
launch
this.
year. And then a couple
Yep.
years in, then it's just like here's another 3D Mario game, and it's a it's a sequel to Galaxy or that.
Yeah,
that could
you're
be
gonna want to
Mario
remember
Odyssey
this
2, or a
mechanic for
Sunshine
later.
2 for some reason.
Mario
You know, there's
64
so
too.
many.
The only other
Mario 64 too.
from Mario this year is maybe
Mario
they finally
65.
bring back Dr. Mario. We haven't gotten a game in that franchise in forever. We could see Dr. Mario at 99. Or Dr. Mario.
Dr. Mario 99.
That would kind of go hard, not gonna lie.
They would just
Loki
keep the
would.
same base game, but then just like up the graphics. Just have like a.
It just adds more
3D
viruses to
Mario
your
and,
to your like thing
like,
every
remastered
time
music
people
and
clear
everything,
stuff.
And then they just like sell it for $10 on Switch Online.
Yeah, they could do that.
You know, Nintendo is never making a game
That's a
less
good. I
than
like that.
$30.
Yeah.
Scott, do
I
you
feel
have
like
any?
that would
Less
be
than
like-
$60
Do
at
I
this
have any
point.
predictions?
Yeah.
Oh man. I mean, all right.
Aw,
so
man.
I think
Aw,
there's
dang
gonna
it.
Be, I think
He's gonna say something
I
stupid
think
like
it'll
We
be
Play
a fun
2.
presentation. I think there'll be a lot of fun little announcements. But I think here's the problem. I feel like they kind of blew their load like a couple of years ago with like pretty much all of the franchises that you'd really expect.
They
or,
blew
like,
their
want,
load.
or like any of that. So it's just like it's kind of hard to think about like what
Nice
franchises
save.
are really gonna pop up here, what brand new games. So I'm thinking with Nintendo development teams, the team that does Splatoon also does Mario Kart. No, not Mario Kart. Animal Crossing.
Yeah.
And,
Mario Kart.
Animal Crossing was
Mario
the biggest
Kart.
thing ever on Switch 1.
Yeah, I care what Scott has to
and
say.
Disappointed pretty much everybody. I mean, I like that game is great. I love New Horizons, but like all anybody talks about these days is like, wow, they really fumbled this one. They didn't give it a million expansions, and like, oh, they just stopped doing DLC for it. Blah blah blah. all
I mean, that is true.
I think I would not be surprised to see Animal Crossing show up here. You know, to really get people to like invest in Switch 2.
Revamped.
Yeah, and I think
All right.
Yeah, be real careful on this. I don't have enough water. It's so over.
No, you got a lot still.
Because New Horizons was great at the time, but like they cut a lot of stuff and just kind of
Alright.
piecemealed.
What the fuck do I do here?
And like
You
that,
jump around it.
That wasn't very exciting. That just kind of felt like, why wasn't this here at the start?
Why
So
was
See
this
what I
here at
mean.
the start?
I feel like Animal Crossing would make a lot of sense for like
Ugh.
it
Okay,
would
you're
be a
nice.
launch year. I'm kind of expecting like 2026, like maybe May or June of 2026. I think that would probably hit around that time, but they might like announce it now just to be like, hey, you know, we
coming.
got this.
Yeah, it's coming.
Yeah.
I'm
They might
not
announce it
tired.
later this year too. Because
Yeah.
I feel like
You're
April would
tired?
be a little
Yes,
early.
there he is.
Piranha, the
That's
funny
thing, they don't-
guy.
they
The
don't wanna
funny
announce,
guy.
like,
Guys.
too many major games. I'm sure they have a
Oh,
few of them.
this is-
But
this-
if they
this is
announce
his
all
first
of them
game.
In the April Direct, they'll have nothing for like years from now.
If they make a new Animal Crossing, then they're gonna have to make a new Doom and release it on the same day, right?
Yes.
Oh, and
that's
the Doom is coming out this year instead, so
I think it's
damn.
already out. The Dark Ages. I think it's what it's called.
Is it coming out in like May or something? I haven't really followed
Doom
this
fan.
one.
I mean, they could plan that out again. I'm sure.
Or
What?
they could have some other kind of like completely screwed up.
surprised that
thing
wasn't
that's
muted.
Decided, I don't know. They could have like something foul.
All right, so now
I got
you.
my lives
Dead.
back.
Doom.
Oh, that's
Team
very good. That's
Racing
very nice of
releases
them.
the same day.
Hey, you
as
got your
That'd be crazy.
You gotta fight PD Piranha now.
That'd be insane. I think I you know, it's kind of hard to think about like what other than like Mario stuff, because you know Mario
Go
Kart
just
9
spray this
is already
sludgy stick.
confirmed. A 3D Mario game makes the
It
most sense. I
is?
mean, like
Just kidding.
a new 3D Mario
How
game
funny this
these
boss fight
aliens.
is.
is like a surefire bet. Pretty much. I mean, like those always
Freaking
come out at
jelly
the
things. I don't know
beginning.
what they're
mean,
called.
So I think Animal
I forgot what they're
Crossing
called,
makes sense.
honestly.
Breath of the Wild remaster.
Breath of the Wild
I
remastered.
think I have another surefire bet.
Hit me with
What do you
it.
got?
Scott,
So have you
You're
figured out
we're
what you need to
talking
do
about,
yet?
Like Animal Crossing being like
No.
really popular and sold a lot of copies, but we haven't really
Um,
I haven't seen.
You
the
have to
sequel
feed him in a pretty
to
similar
one of,
way
like,
you
the
defeated
most
those
sold
polluted
Wii
piranhas
games
earlier.
Of all time. I'm of course talking about Wii Sports 2.
Just spray 'em?
Wii Sports 2!
Holy
Wii Sport-
crap.
Somehow you fucking guessed that shit right.
I was not being super serious with it, but Wii Sports 2 on the Switch 2, but like would they maybe they call it like Switch Sports or something? But
Please
they
no.
call it
Switch Sports was a fucking disaster.
Sports.
It was bad because they made
I don't know
quote
what
unquote
you
new
call
Mii's.
this thing.
Yeah.
This thing is
See,
a
old,
mess.
Nintendo had such an
Right,
old
they
charm to it
really-
that was really nice,
I will
especially
say
during the
this,
Wii era.
this
Just
game
listening
used come
to the
out with
song
only, like, 3
just takes me
games,
back.
And then take 2
Yeah.
years to release.
But now
like,
Nintendo's
golf
just
again, and then take
dry.
another year to
Nintendo
release,
soulless.
tennis, because they're not gonna have
Yes.
time to finish it. So
Like the
they need to
Wii
delay
had
the
too
game
much
mode
charm.
as long as humanly
Oh,
possible.
okay. I just
I like
Spray it in his
I
mouth.
like Switch Sports,
Went for
his
but
bust.
it just
Got it.
like I liked how it felt.
I love the
The-
bowling. The online bowling was really fun, but
holy
otherwise
shit.
It
The
worked.
online bowling was bad.
Nintendo knows how to like.
All of it was
do
bad. What do you mean?
Bowling motion control games. Like they're some of the only people that can do that.
I don't know why, I just
Nobody
find it
else
so
really
funny that
pops
Petey
up
just
with
keeps
that,
puking
and I think Switch
everywhere.
Sports- Wii Sports 2 would be a great one because, like, I don't know what you.
There we
do you
go.
call
There we
it
go. I don't
Nintendo
care
Switch
if I get hit.
Sports 2? Do you call it Nintendo Switch 2 Sports? Nintendo Switch 2 Sports sounds gross. Nintendo Switch Sports 2 doesn't make any sense because it doesn't work on the Switch 1.
Call it Switch
about
Sports
Switch
2.
two?
It's not that hard.
It's like a play on words.
Yeah.
Wait, how do
Are
I
you
refill?
switching
Wait,
to
hold on.
sports? Are you
How
playing
does one
Switch to
refill?
Sports.
I think if you run out of water, there'll be something that gives you
Just
water.
call it Wii Sports.
Hopefully.
On the Switch, but like
This is taking
everyone
way
knows
longer
it's
than
on
it should.
Switch.
You could do that. Switch.
I think they call it
Sports
Nintendo
Resort.
Switch Sports for Nintendo.
Well, you're focusing
Switch.
too much on
No.
cleaning up the
They
goop.
call it Nintendo Switch Sports for Nintendo Switch 2.
You're not focusing enough on
that's the
hitting
full
Petey
title.
when he opens his mouth.
Wii Sports
Hey, you're right.
2. They're like, we did it
Switch,
this
there you go.
time. We followed it up.
Only on the Switch 2. It's not
Can't
playable
move
on the
though,
Switch 1.
so that kind of
What
sucks.
other games?
Just gotta sit here and
Oh,
pray.
Sorry, James. Were you about to say that?
Pretty much, yeah. Like
we
what
can
other...
say it at the same time then.
3, 2,
Okay.
1.
2,
go.
1. What
other
games?
games?
Perfectly synced.
Yeah.
I think Kirby's very likely. It's actually been a while since we've gotten a Kirby game.
Kirby's a
which
dead
is
series.
Kind of surprising because there was a period of time
What?
during the Switch era where Kirby's
Kirby's a
games
dead
would come out every
series.
5 seconds.
Ow.
But we have not gotten a new one since
Mhm.
I think Return to Dreamland.
Just don't see a lot of people
Plus,
talking about
back in 2022.
I mean, I'm playing Forgotten Land right now.
3D. I don't think it'll be like a sequel to
Open.
Forgotten Land, but definitely like some sort of
Open your
new
mouth.
2D
Open.
Kirby
Thank
game.
you.
Drop it like this summer or like fall or something.
Alright,
definitely
quick,
something-
jump on
maybe
him.
it'll just be like a remake of like.
You gotta ground
Planet
pound him.
Robot, because that's been a rumor.
How
for a
does one ground
while.
pound? Okay, there we go.
So maybe that's all it's gonna be, but definitely some sort of Kirby. We're gonna see it.
I have a Kirby question. This is for the class. What was that one? Kirby
I have a
game
Kirby
on the Nintendo
question.
64 where you could like combine the powers.
That was
You're,
Kirby.
you're gonna be shocked at the title here.
Kirby 64, the Crystal Shards.
Okay.
That game was okay.
Did they ever make any other Kirby games where you can mix the powers?
Technically, I think
yes.
there
Yeah,
was.
Star
Squid
Allies.
Squad, but you could
Yeah,
only mix together
Star Allies did that.
the sword and the beam
Ooh.
weapon or something. You can make like
Holy
a fire
ow.
sword, an ice sword.
But it doesn't
It's
actually
super
damage
limited,
you,
though.
funnily enough.
It's not really
Okay.
the same thing.
I think it would be great. And this is probably just pure nostalgia speaking. If they bring back that combining power mechanic, because I remember as a kid just like trying to find every combination and every power, you know.
It's cool.
So-
Yeah, I still love
I think
it.
that'd be
yeah.
good for another.
It's
I
cool
think
until you
that'd be
realize
cool
there's
for
only
another
like
3D
6 or
game
7
to
copy
play with the
abilities, so there's actually not as much variety as you
Because
think.
Kirby 64 was like in that weird thing where it's like it's like 2.5D. So it's just like if you look at it from afar, you're like, oh, it's in 3D, and then you see it, and it's just
Play
it's
it,
still
yeah.
like moving on a 2D plane.
Yeah,
So
you're
I think
dead.
it'd be cool if like in the next 3D game they kind of bring that back because that's always been kind
Yeah.
of one of the coolest things.
If it wasn't
about,
for those
like,
damn things.
64, that's always been like, oh
Fucking
man,
hell.
that's awesome. I think Planet Robobot is on the 3DS. Like, there's been reports.
I
that
forgot
that's
Planet
gonna get,
Robobot
like, a
existed.
Switch
Oh,
port.
and
That does make me wonder,
Okay.
like, what are they? How are they gonna cut things off? Like,
Well,
what
I'm
is
gonna go
be
use the
considered a
bathroom.
Switch
Let me know
1
if
game,
Nathaniel
what
Bandy
is gonna
says anything
be a Switch
stupid.
2 game?
Yeah.
How
Okay.
much are they gonna do this cross-gen stuff?
I don't think it's gonna be as bad as like PS4 and PS5. Like there'll probably be maybe a year, 2 years tops where they're doing cross-gen releases for games, but I don't think it's gonna go on much longer than that because like Nintendo really values their IPs and they know games sell consoles.
Nintendo
so,
does
like,
not
I
value
don't
their
think
IPs
it's
as much
gonna-
as you think they
It might
would.
only be a couple games. Like they like in the past you've gotten Twilight Princess on GameCube and Wii, and Breath of the Wild had Wii U and Switch.
We have not brought up Smash yet in this
We haven't.
conversation.
I-
Do you think that Smash is going to get like a remastered, or like you can just play Smash on the Nintendo Switch 2?
I think they're gonna do a reboot of it. I think
Yeah.
if you want the full like Smash Ultimate experience, like I think it's just gonna be like it's backwards compatible. You can play it on Switch 2. But I think for a new Smash game, it's weird. Smash Brothers is in like this weird spot where I think Ultimate kind of satisfied everybody to the point where they're like, if a new Smash
Alright,
game
I'm
gets
back.
announced, everybody's gonna be interested. But
Welcome
I
back.
don't see a
They're
ton of
talking
people,
about, like, a
frothing
Smash
at
new
the
remaster.
mouth for it. Sakurai
Smash?
is working on a new game that is confirmed.
Oh, I
Like,
hear it.
Smash Brothers. So
Yeah.
Mm.
It's probably a
would-
new Kirby game.
How long have we been going for?
it might
Maybe.
An
think
hour
it
and
would
9
be,
minutes.
I would feel bad for him if he's working on Smash Bros. again.
How about we just do this one
It's not
out?
like what, a third of his life working on Smash Bros. Like, let the man work on something else.
Yeah, we'll do this. We'll do this
How does this
mission.
man like not have completely like a soulless, like he's just his soul has left his body. Like he's built.
His soul has
differently,
left his
I
body.
feel. Like that's insane.
The culture there is so different compared to, like, I guess where we are, right? Like, we value time off. Japan's like, no, you just work and work and work and work.
Oh yeah, I forgot
think the fact that we
Nintendo.
hadn't even
Nintendo
brought up
Labo
Smash,
existed.
Like,
Yeah,
more
that's-
just goes
that
to
shit
show
was
that,
pretty
like, we're
forgettable.
not
Bunch of cardboard. They should just make their own VR
in
system.
need of a new Smash
That'd be
game,
pretty cool.
You know, we're just like,
Yeah,
content
hopefully
with what
it'll
we
do
have.
better than the Virtual Boy.
let Sakurai have a break. Let him work on Kirby.
Yeah.
Or
Or
not
just,
work
like,
at all. I don't know.
Give him.
Sakurai
would
doesn't
like
do
to
Kirby
see
anymore.
Maybe like a remake of Kid Icarus Uprising,
Aw.
or a new Kid Icarus. Uprising was.
Yeah, do a new Kid
great
Icarus game. I'd play
Hurts
that.
To play physically, but it's worth it for the pain.
Palutena's
because it's really, really
Guidance.
fun. So a remake of that.
Yeah,
with Resident Evil
Palutena
games would be
Mouse
awesome.
mode.
and her
Mouse mode with
Palutena
Uprising,
Cooking
that
Edition.
could work.
That's the thing. I think
Cooking-
mouse mode.
Palutena's-
Cooking Mama
Yeah.
Palutena Edition.
Yeah, do that. That'll sell.
It's like I think that would solve a lot of weird issues, control issues
You
with
have
certain
Pit,
things.
like,
You know,
get the ingredients
the
for
mouse
you
will
and
actually
shit.
be
Yeah, you play a mini game of Pit going to the grocery store,
You could also play DS games on the TV. You can use the little touchscreen.
and then you
We
had.
need a new.
I think that
We
would
need a new
DS,
Wario.
3DS,
Was there one for the
technically
Switch?
Wii U games.
There is a WarioWare on the Switch. I've never played
I don't know why you
that
would.
one.
What
Actually, there's
other
two
Wii
on the
games
Switch.
you
I haven't
play?
played either of them.
I want to play Nintendo
other?
Land. Give me Nintendo Land.
Bro,
Zombie
that
U.
like
Nintendo.
the only way that's gonna
Oh, okay, no,
work
that's valid.
is like you
That's
connect
valid. Nintendo
another
Land was a low
Switch to
slip
your
down.
Switch, and then you have like you have that screen.
Hey,
You
you
have
never
the
know.
screen.
You
It
never
could
know.
work.
Oh, there it is.
That's
There's the
how
song.
It could work, but like, at the same time, I'm like, that's so much. You would have to develop so much for something that only a few people would be interested in. Slash, like, could actually.
Hey, you can find new
No, there
fans
could
for
be-
Nintendo Land.
There would be no reason to actually do that.
Well, speaking of Wii U
Especially
games, I
since
have
there's a
another,
shitty Roblox
another
port.
visual
Well, not
to
really.
show
It's
the
just the main
class.
island.
Okay.
This is still
So
like
this
me
is
creation and
another
stuff.
prediction.
Pretty cool.
Oh, that's
First thing I
funny.
wanna do, I want to show
Here, I
you
could
guys
send you a picture.
some games.
That sounds
I
like
want
the
you to tell
kind of
me,
crap I expect
how
to
does
find
this
in
make you
VR
feel?
chat.
How does
Actually,
seeing
yeah,
these games
send
make
you
you
a picture.
feel? They're old Wii games based off of
I mean, I don't
movies.
think there's
That
one
brings
for
me
VR chat.
back.
Hold on.
Man,
Does
these
bring
are
me back.
classics. Igor on the Wii.
I just googled like old Wii games based off of movies, and this is what I got.
Why are they playing Battle for
it's about
Bikini
time
Bottom
we
music
start
now?
doing These straight from movie to video game releases again. I think we're gonna get Shrek 5, the Switch 2 game, and Minecraft the movie, the
Hey.
game.
Okay.
That would unironically
That would be
sick.
awesome.
I'm not gonna lie. That would actually be sick.
Where did
Alright,
we
so
where
they
did we
don't-
go wrong?
There's a
Don't do
market.
this stuff as much anymore.
I mean,
Do they, like,
Yeah, there's a
not-
market open.
Yeah.
There's a market open, and I just really want to see what Jack Black's up to in video games.
Yeah.
It's not Minecraft. It's a video game based off of the movie. The Minecraft.
Jack Black.
Oh god, a movie tie-in
You know
game?
what the movie's about yet?
I mean,
Did I delete the
whatever it's-
pictures? I
I
swear I
mean, I'm
had 'em.
assuming
Think I
Jack
skipped-
Black is
let
gonna
me
be, you know, in Mine. He's Steve,
Where
so
is
he's gonna be like, you know, like, ooh, go over here. Like, how would it work? How would it work? How? Because it needs to be about the movie, not about the game Minecraft. So,
Alright, here we go.
there's
I
a
got
bunch
some.
of
Movie's about
mini-games.
You want me to have a
I
look?
mean, listen, I'll
Yeah.
let the video game developers handle that. You know.
Alright, well, let me know when I should look.
No, figure it out, yeah.
I just sent them to you.
I will say.
Dan texted you
unironically,
too. That's
Shrek
cool.
2
Oh, interesting.
On GameCube is actually
let me,
really good. It is a
Let me get my Discord.
a fighting game. It's 4-player co-op, and it's actually kind of fun. That
Well,
one's
that's the
worth
thing.
playing.
There's like there's
Oh,
there's
I
little,
think
like,
Discord's behind the
hidden
game
gems
capture.
of like these video games that are like based off of like other franchises.
Oh, that's
Like, I think
beautiful.
The Simpsons Hit and Run, with the
These
SpongeBob
memes.
saving
Yeah.
Bikini Bottom. There's like a lot of classic video games that are really genuinely good, but then there's
Oh
like,
yeah,
just, like,
and
a mountain of
Bunger.
just crap.
Bunger.
Just, like,
What did Dan send me?
people like
That's
just
a good
wanna
question.
Get, like,
If you're doing anything,
as
I'm down to
much
do
as possible
something
so their
today.
grandmas
Oh.
behind them like don't know
Huh.
any better. you
Maybe
know?
maybe
You
I'll
should
have
really
to.
set-
That era of
Sunshine.
like licensed games. was, like,
Make him play
you
Sunshine.
still had a bunch
Yes.
of stinkers, but
Yeah.
like there was a bar for.
I would
quality.
just tell him to join
I
the
think
code.
like bare.
You know what? Yeah, do that.
is,
Do
like,
tell him to join right now.
like the worst of the worst back during the GameCube days for like movie tie-in games is like kind of like mid to peak for like right
I am
now.
playing
when it comes
Double
to, like, the
Dash
cheaper
while
kids,
making
like,
fun of
movie
Nathaniel
games, like I don't
Bandy.
know.
Well,
No, not Double
I was
Dash.
just gonna say, I want this
Sunshine,
era
bro.
of
I've been so
movie
used
tie-in games to come
to
back,
telling
but
him that we've
I'm
been playing
learning
Double
that
Dash.
it's never left. Is that what you're saying?
I mean,
More
it's hard
SpongeBob
to-
music.
It's harder to find them, I guess.
I don't know. A lot,
And then-
a lot
and
of
then
times,
maybe
like, you get,
after,
like,
I could
movie
boot up
tie-ins
trash or
these
something.
days, if it's not like
Yeah.
a big budget, like whatever, like.
And then I think Luke
like,
wants
an
to do
actual,
Superstar
like,
Saga
AAA
hard
game,
mode later.
Like it's pretty.
Oh my
bad.
god, that's gonna last 20 hours.
Whereas like back then,
Yep.
you know, B movie game.
The
on
skill
Wii,
issue Luke joke will always
you know,
be funny.
Could do better. Could
That's
do
a
a lot
great
worse
Christmas.
though.
That's a great.
Is that
Christmas present.
is that as
Right.
funny as the
Well,
Luke like Cerno
Switch
joke?
2,
Okay, no.
there's-
No, that's
I mean,
not
like,
funny?
In terms of other games,
No,
I think
that- it's still
another
funny,
big
but it's not
one
as
is,
funny
like,
as the
Metroid
Squishy.
Prime 4.
Oh,
A lot
fair
of
enough.
people,
Other way
ever
around.
since that game got constantly delayed, everybody
He's just
kind
talking
of
about
saying,
fucking
like,
boring
oh,
ass
it's also
Pokemon shit
coming out
now.
for Switch 2. And at this point,
So
I'm
I
kinda
don't
like,
fuck with Pokemon like
is
that.
it not? It-
You should
it's-
send him the
problem
Bunger
is,
thing.
like,
Bunger? You know what?
like,
Sure.
you know, like,
Oh, also I
Zelda's
just
always
realized
been a
there's
popular
water that you
franchise,
can
but I
get
think Breath of the Wild launching
on.
with the
You,
Switch
you see that like
and
that?
being kind
Go
of this
back.
reinvention of it, kind of
You
got
see
a
that? You
lot
see
of
that water
people
spraying
to
out? You can
try it
actually
out.
collect
Like,
that.
give it a good old earnest try.
I kind of forgot you
Whoa.
can do. I kind of forgot you can grab that.
Yeah, so you can just get water from literally anything.
Anything if it has water coming out of it, you can collect it. Yeah.
I don't think
So it
Metroid
doesn't
Prime 4
just
will
have
do
to be a
the same
pool of
thing. Right
water.
now, it looks like a
Rule
new
77
Metroid
of the
Prime
internet.
game, you know, and that's awesome. But it's like I don't think
If it
it's
has
like this
water,
reinvention, this
if it has
revolutionary
water coming
title
out, you
that,
can
like,
collect
Breath of
it.
the Wild is. I think it's gonna be a great game. Part of me is kind of like I feel like
Alright,
you know,
let
there's
me
a chance
send
they
him
might just put it
Bunger
out on
then.
Switch 1, and they're like you can play it on Switch 2 if you'd like.
That
I don't know.
would not surprise me. Like knowing how, I feel like
Climbing
this
a
happens all
mountain
the time with like Metroid
for, like,
or Star
half-
Fox.
well, it's a
They
windmill,
always put
but
out
close
the games
enough.
at, like the worst time
I
ever,
guess.
so that they have like the hardest
Feels
chance
like-
of selling well. I think it's sometimes I almost wonder if it's done intentionally because Nintendo is just like kind of worried about them like tanking
I'm
anyway.
sick of this. We're sick of making
Oh,
these
I
games.
jumped.
Like,
What the
we're
fuck?
we're gonna put it out. But
Surprising
we're
how
gonna
much
put it
trouble
out.
you're having with that jump.
Make it hard for you to care.
Yeah.
Oh, hello.
What's your
Oh, this guy.
What's your puppy's name?
Right.
This is
Try this
Floof.
again.
Floof. He is very floofy.
Look at.
I can tell. I can.
Okay, now they're talking about their dogs.
I've made one more graphic / prediction. for
They're
the
so
Switch 2.
random.
Let's see it. What is it?
Like I said,
This is the most random ass
I feel pretty
podcast.
strongly about this one.
They should
Real
make
chance.
a podcast.
It's going to be called Sonic Forces
I would
Ultimate
listen.
Edition. But instead of making your own character, you just make your own Sonic.
So it's like
Make your
Smash
own
Brothers, you just
Sonic.
have, like, a-
Pick
What is
a
this,
costume.
Forces?
have
Yeah,
different
I mean,
colors.
yeah.
No, that's the
like,
point.
it'd
He
be
said
more
Sonic Forces
customizable than
Ultimate
that, like,
Edition.
Maybe he could be red or have like
Oh
blue
my-
arms or something like that. What
Can you
do
take off his shoes?
Alright, here we go again.
Run it
Press
down.
the orb
that's
for
DLC.
cutscene skipping.
That's a like a $10 DLC. The stinky.
I
foot.
like it. You know, Sonic Forces deserves another chance at redemption. That game sucks, and I want it to suck a little less. So
They should add
I
like
think that'd be pretty
Okay.
they just gotta add like 2 more stages. Then it'll be all better. Make
Yeah,
it
that
an
was the
extra
main thing
2
missing
minutes
from
long.
it.
Yeah.
Money.
I've actually
Oh,
never
oh
played.
wait, James. So you're just
What's
flat
that,
out
Scott?
removing the creator character, and it's
Yeah.
just okay. Yeah, that makes sense.
I don't know if this is going to be like a sequel or just like a remaster.
I like it.
Most Sonic remasters have been pretty shit,
I
though.
think that
flat
makes
out
sense.
remove a feature, and they're like, "This is better."
I heard that Sonic X Shadow Generations was pretty good.
Oh, that's a really
I
good
did
one.
not play this game, but I know a lot of people were
Mostly
had
because
strong
the
feelings towards it.
shadow
so
part of it.
I just
but-
wanted to give
Yeah,
it a
like, and also
Oh,
just
no.
because
I
like
think
it
you could probably
has
play it. It's like
like
it's
an
like
entirely new game in
No,
it.
it's like literally 3 hours.
I mean,
The Sonic
like,
Generations part's kind of
I've
mid
had-
though.
I mean, you could play it for 30 minutes and you get the gist.
Yeah,
There's nothing.
that's
There's
true.
nothing else you get from it for beating it. Like you're like, all right, I get this.
Ow.
Like,
Yeah.
And
I
also,
don't-
I don't think you gain anything for playing it for 30 minutes. So I think you're good actually.
you know,
fine.
that's good praise, I guess. It functions.
It's just boring.
It
What about-
functions.
what's the problem?
There's just
What about-
nothing to it.
That's not the best
is it
compliment a
most,
game
like,
can get,
in-depth
is if it
Sonic
functions or
OC
not.
Builder, though? Like
Mhm.
online, are there better
Yeah,
stuff?
Far from it.
Yeah, there's definitely better stuff online. I'm gonna
You
be
might want to
Shit.
you might want to kill
I don't-
those
I don't
little
remember-
plants
it's
because
one
they
of
give
those
you
creator
coins.
characters where it's just like I haven't personally dreamt of my own character character in the Sonic franchise, but like if I feel like if I did, I couldn't really make it. Like it's just you got like what 8 types of animals.
Well, you could add like,
8 types of
t-shirts,
animals.
You could add a hat that says gamer on it. There's like
what other Sonic characters really have shirts?
No, wait, hold on. There's a Sonic shirt
What?
in that game, I think.
Oh,
Yes,
it is.
there is a Sonic shirt.
That's so freaking cool.
It is. It is. It's very
Alright,
cool.
now I'm gonna send
What
him
I'm hearing
Bunger.
is that we all need to make our own Sonic OCs and then try and recreate them in Sonic Forces.
Why are we talking about Sonic
There we
OCs
go.
now?
Okay, finally. Come on.
I mean, I feel like to create
Oh, I got a
a
ground
Sonic
pound.
OC, you just
There
do
we go.
that like little like I feel like it's like a zodiac sign thing, right?
Zodiac
It's
sign?
Like, it's like you pick an
Fuck.
animal based on the month you were born.
I don't know.
And then like like the second word of its name is like the day you were born,
Yeah.
and then the year is like the whatever its,
I get
its
ya.
full name
I
or
get
something.
ya.
I don't know. Yeah.
There's,
Oh, chill out,
we'll
Petey.
create some system for it.
I think that here's the problem with the Switch 2, man, because like
Oh yeah, they drop
It's not
bottles
even
of
out
water.
yet.
Problem.
It's not- and
You're
there's
running
only
low.
a
System sucks already.
and I already got a problem with it. The problem is I don't know what else to say. I think the problem is with it being like on PS4 type levels of stuff, it's kind of hard to predict what's going to be available for it because I think most things are kind of
And
possible.
keep in mind the PS4
I
is
when it
like
comes to,
10 years
all these
old now.
third-party games, there are rumors that like Red
If
Dead
Nintendo's
2
competing
will
with
come out for
that,
it, and I think
that's honestly
fair.
kind of
I
sad.
don't think they do GTA 5 or GTA 6 right now because
the
GTA
Switch?
5, yeah. Well, I mean, with Switch 2, I think GTA 5 could.
He just
definitely
keeps
run.
They can
puking.
run on this first Switch.
The
only
Switch
thing
2 is not going to be able to
it
run
could,
GTA
but-
5. I'm sorry.
Yeah, I mean,
If it
probably.
If it can't run Metal Gear
It
Solid
probably
2,
is.
then
It
it
was
can't run
60
Metal Gear.
games.
It can't run GTA 5.
But I think also
Exactly.
the problem is
Why
like
can't
the
they
hard drive
okay,
and stuff,
holy
and
shit.
like the amount of storage probably needed for
Yeah.
it is probably a little too much.
Yeah,
for,
exactly.
Like, most base Switch.
You gotta
That's why
follow
they
where
didn't
his
do it,
head's
because
like
their
tilting.
physical Switch carts didn't have enough data for them to put GTA 5 on there.
But I feel like they would wait to put GTA 5 out on this because
trying
like
to do.
why
No,
would
he's
they
talking
put
about
GTA
GTA
Wow.
5.
in 2025 when GTA 6 is coming out this year.
Is it?
There we go. Come on.
I think it'll get delayed.
Nope.
Like, at least it's
Fuck.
Do you,
No.
do you really think it's coming out this year?
I don't
This is like the most
I
frustrating
don't
boss
care
fight
when it
ever.
comes out. I'm not in any rush. I've already waited 13 years for this game, so I'm like, I don't care. But
It's one more year.
Oh, there you go.
Red Dead 2 would make sense.
Probably see
like,
Elden
coming out,
Ring.
like-
Elden Ring will probably.
Elden Ring on Switch.
That'd be a big one.
Never in a million
Made
years.
a lot of sense.
Are
I
we
think
done?
Street Fighter
One more
6,
hit.
I think Resident Evil games.
course.
I
Yeah,
think
the
Monster
remakes.
Hunter. All
I have
this
a hunch.
stuff.
I have a hunch. Have you guys heard of Okami? Okami 2. That one might be out. That one. I think
Yeah.
What does the
that could-
Okami
that
have
could
to do
make
with the
a-
Switch
that
2?
could make a good Switch
Nothing.
2.
They just
Yeah.
want it on Switch, I
Well,
guess.
I think all
Exactly,
they said
I
is that game is in development, so I think we're probably gonna see it in like 5 years.
Yeah.
But it's Switch 2 for sure. I mean, like, even though that game launched on PS2, but like that game is a Wii game at its heart. Like that.
Love
game
how he
is,
fucking
with
turns
the
the exact
brain and
moment he's
everything.
gonna
Right?
puke.
That's such a.
Oh, and
it's
with
like-
mouse mode.
Finally draw.
Yeah.
Okay, actually, I have.
Makes sense.
This might be a crazy
Alright,
idea.
come on,
but
open
I
your
can
mouth.
See it happening because Xbox is now like
Come
everything
on,
is
Petey.
an Xbox. Well, why can't they just make the Switch an Xbox? They're gonna have a Game
Nintendo's
Pass
way?
app, and you can just download Xbox games
On?
the Switch.
Please?
All the ideas that I brought to the table, I think that's the craziest idea.
I'm calling it. It sounds.
He
easy
refuses to
now,
do
but
it.
I think it might happen.
I
I'ma
feel
just
like we're gonna
wait.
get Nintendo DS Lite
I think
games
that's the
before we get
strat.
You know what?
What, just wait till he faces
I
you?
can't.
Yeah.
It's your dream. This is what you want. Who am I to say that's not possible?
Is that a
I'll be
coin?
honest. I don't want it.
No.
I don't really care about those games. I just think it might happen. Like that. That's the
Okay.
wild card. Phil Spencer
think
walks
it's gonna-
out on the Switch 2 stage next to Miyamoto. He's like, "All right, everything is an Xbox," while he's holding the Switch 2 in his hand.
Was he invited? Or
No,
did
he just
do
walked
do
in.
that?
He just
Yeah.
walked in. Yeah.
Just
That
making
just
fun
seems
of
right
like
here.
something. He just jumps in and he whatever claims
What the
ownership of this whole
fuck?
event. He's just like, oh, there's an Xbox too. Like, this is technically our new console too.
Yeah.
I think I think Microsoft is definitely going to be putting.
Surprisingly,
a lot of
there's no
stuff out on
plants.
Switch 2. I mean, like we're already seeing like they are. There's been reports that a Gears of War collection was coming to PS5. I think they're probably going to try to put out as much stuff as they can.
This is
so I don't
surprisingly
think-
stressful.
I don't think anything's really off the table. We might get Starfield. Oh boy.
Oh wow.
Starfield on Switch too.
At least we have mouse
I think-
mode. Play it properly.
Yes, 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 yes.
Wait,
Yes,
could
yes,
they,
just don't
Could they like port
die.
RTSs? Like
Don't
start
die.
them?
Okay.
Jump on him.
There we go.
Mouse mode?
Now we're good.
Shit on him. Fart on him.
League of
I
Legends.
think that brings up.
Okay.
I mean, they could.
Run away. Run away.
Opens,
That's the
just
thing, that's-
opens the door.
That's the answer to like literally everything. I mean, like they
They
could do it.
could.
The Sims. The Sims is gonna be there.
The Sims would be sick.
They got
That's
stretched
gotta
out.
happen. Because like so much throughout the whole Switch generation, it's just like why haven't they put
Okay,
the Sims
okay, you
on
got
this
it.
thing? They put My Sims on it last year.
Thank God.
But that's it. You know, so I think the Sims putting out the Sims 4 makes a lot of sense.
What if Nintendo
Why are they talking
makes
about the
their own
Sims now?
version of Sims, but it's with all the Mii's, and you just like build a house and like have your Mii's like have a
Bro, this
job
is like
and
one of the
relationship.
worst fucking podcasts I've ever heard.
That's pretty much what it is. It's a
Tomodachi Life is the best game Nintendo's ever made, and
Oh, look at that! It's like pretty much everything I just said.
yeah, pretty much. I mean,
Guess I
it's a
should quit
little
out the
more
game,
when you
huh?
just watch them do things, and they just say weird stuff at you. But
Do I even dare
guess
listen to the rest of
Sims
this
you have a
fucking
lot more control
podcast?
in,
Oh, they're
but
almost
Tomodachi
done.
Life is a little more
There's like 10 minutes left.
like
Nah,
the-
it's not fucking worth it. This podcast was fucking garbage, bro. Yeah. But
Just let me know when we're doing trash.
all right, I'll probably boot up right now and I'll just chill for the meantime. But yeah, that was Mario Sunshine, guys. We'll probably I mean, if you want, we could play Double Dash next week, and then we could start the time trials. We could just alternate, unless you want to just stick with Sunshine for a while.
We could stick with Sunshine for a little bit, and once I get somewhat decent at the game, then we can go back to Double Dash.
Okay, that's probably a good idea then. All right, I'm gonna boot up the game. I'm probably just gonna leave for now, but I'll message you guys when we're gonna play trash.
All right.
So yeah, I'll see you then.
See ya.
All right, well,
to go jack off.
anyways, guys, make sure to like and subscribe on YouTube and Twitch, and yeah, I'll see you guys later.